Byron, how's it going, man?
Hey Joy, very good man. Great to see you. How's everything?
Nice to see you. Everything is very good. It's been too long since I've seen you.
Yes, yes, yes. Unfortunately, man, we're missing you on the course over here.
Oh man, I'm excited. It's March Madness time, so lots of basketball going on, and my boys are watching some games right now. But
Oh
it's always got me
man,
thinking of our teams in Dubai. That was special.
that was very special. That's one thing that I really miss about living back in America.
Uh-huh.
Like I was watching so much NBA, and also Major League Baseball and everything, and I was in the same time zone. Over here, I don't watch that much because of the time.
Yeah, it's tough. I
Yeah,
remember all the games like when it came to like playoff time, important time,
yeah,
like it was like in daylight savings pushed it back earlier, so it was like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. to watch it
yeah,
live. So
yes.
you're always just waking up and seeing scores, and it was hard.
Yes, yes, yes. It's difficult. We need on the West. It's a little bit better.
Yeah.
So we need to push the Lakers to reach farther to see if we can watch them a little bit in the playoffs.
Yes. And unfortunately, I'm a Jazz fan, so it's a bad year for us. But hey, we'll be back soon.
Hopefully, hopefully.
So Byron, tell me, where did you grow up, and how has that shaped you to who you are today?
Wow, that's a tough one. The part of shaping, of course. So I'm from Venezuela, Caracas, Venezuela. Grew up over there. Did all my studies there, schools. Funny fact, I was just about to go to US for the university. At the end, I didn't. But yeah, so basically I lived there until I was 27. So I grew up completely back in Venezuela. And unfortunately, I have to leave due to situations. Country situation was very tough. The thing with the government, work environment stuff was not the best. But it's good. That pushed me off to go outside, and I had to try to go for a good master degree to try to find something nice outside. I did that. Actually, I did my master in MIT logistics and supply chain management. So I spent about 10 months over there. It was a short one. And then I directly found a job right now where I'm living in Dubai. So yeah, it was a complete change at the moment for me. That was back in 2018. So almost 7 years. I'm gonna have 7 years this year here. It's time flies, man. I cannot really
Wow,
believe it.
that's awesome. So
Yeah,
MIT, that's a big time school, man. That's impressive. And I remember you doing a
yes,
lot online too, right? Were you doing something with
yeah,
Harvard
yeah.
as well?
I did one as well. Yeah, I did one afterwards. That was 2 years ago. I did one online as well for digital transformation.
Uh,
But yeah, man, in my case, because it was very difficult. Like I have only Venezuelan passport, right? So I really had to go for something big in terms of name
yeah,
to try to find work either in Europe or US. That was my idea at the moment
yeah,
because it's normally difficult because of papers and stuff. You need to have really, really good backup. And it was tough. I remember I stopped working for some time studying for my GMAT and everything
yeah.
for the application. But yeah, it was worth it, thankfully, so far.
And wow, that's awesome. So
Uh,
how did you have that drive? Was that just something you were born with, or did you learn that in Venezuela? Where did this drive come from to just keep pushing you to level up?
I think it comes a lot from my parents.
Mm,
My parents, they were not from. Right now, we would say we're middle class,
mhm.
and sometimes we were middle upper, but they're not coming from that background. So both of them they were striving, and I saw it since I was growing up. Thankfully, like the business for my father was going well and was going well, and it's Venezuelan majority of the economy is more about trading stuff. It's very informal, not corporate world. I'm talking about informal economy back in
Yeah,
Venezuela. So yeah, they work a lot, long hours. I remember them working both of them long hours as we were in the school. But yeah, they gave us a lot, like much more than we were supposed to have or what they had.
yeah,
So I had the opportunity to attend to a very good school, a very good university back in Venezuela.
yeah.
And yeah, that was I believe that was the example. Like I saw that with hard work, they managed to push us in a way up upper level. So I tried to replicate the same. That's what I've been trying.
That's awesome. Well, keep it
Yeah.
up, man. I feel like you're someone that can help change the world, so that's good. What's
Yeah.
what's a childhood memory that you or a tradition? What's something that still influences you today that you think about?
Tradition back from Venezuela. Oof. I would say we have a couple of ones in December, like we eat certain foods and we listen to certain type of music. It's called gaitas. And right, I've been 8 years already outside Venezuela, and I still like all December is I play a lot this in the house, and I meet with some small group of Venezuelan friends that I have here in Dubai, and we prepare this kind of food, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's like we keep it a lot. The whole month of December is pretty happy. Let's say a lot of meetings, gathering, food, yeah, of course, social drinks and stuff. So I think that one for sure is staying the same. And funny enough, I last weekend I went to a birthday and I met some Venezuelans by chance.
yeah,
We were in a birthday together. We met there, and when I switched to Spanish, they were like, "Wow, your accent is the most Venezuelan. Like if you were yesterday there." I didn't. I of course I don't notice, but
yeah.
they were impressed. They say that I keep my accent perfectly like Venezuelan. I don't notice, but maybe
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I wish I took Spanish. I took Spanish in high school, and I wish I took it more seriously. Like I can understand a lot, but I wish I knew a second language. So anyway, good for you. And that's great that you just picked that back up. And so is this big for like in the Christmas season? Is Christmas big in Venezuela?
Yes, yes, yes. It's super. It's big. It's normally in Venezuela. It's a whole month of yeah. There's a lot of gathering. These things that I try to replicate here, it happens a lot. Like every weekend during the week, a lot of people gathering in the houses. They prepare this type of food. There's a lot of party mode. Let's say it's super chill with work and everybody's happy and giving gifts here and finishing the year. So
Yeah.
a lot of in the corporate world, there's a lot of all the companies gets a set of gifts to the employees and also you with your friends. So it's a very happy month to be honest.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
that's and how's the weather in Venezuela in December? Isn't it nice?
It is. The thing is that that's a big change for us here. Like, it was for me, like, our weather is, I would say, very nice the whole year. We don't have
Yeah.
seasons.
Right.
So the whole Caracas, my city, is the whole year between 20s and 30s. December, which is the coldest one, it can go at
Yeah.
night of 15, 6, 17.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
more than that. So it's quite appealing. Yeah.
A lot like
And
Miami, right?
yes, yes, but the whole year, and we do have some rain season, but it's not that hard as in Miami. That suddenly
Mm.
it rains a lot. It doesn't happen in
Mm.
Venezuela.
Nice.
And talking about that, funny thing is that for us, Christmas, majority of memories that I have from Christmas is at the beach. It's
Mm.
not the typical thing with the snow and Santa and
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
It's at the beach because it's always the weather is perfect to go to the beach. So normally people and we have a lot of big coastline,
Yeah.
and yeah, normally you all the families go to a beach house or beach town. So
That's awesome.
that's
And you've
that's
got
different.
beautiful beaches there. Yes, the Caribbean, basically. So anyway,
Yes,
one day I want to go to Venezuela. I've got a
you
couple
have
friends
to, man.
there.
You have to. It's getting a bit better. Still, we have our problems, but I'll let you know
Sure.
for sure.
Okay.
But you have to.
I'll make sure I go with you and then I'll be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. It will be better.
Yeah, that's I remember when we moved to Australia because we grew up in the US where it was snowy for Christmas. But then when we went to
Okay.
Australia, that's summertime. And so we were at the beach and it was the weirdest thing in my head. And then we went to Dubai again. It's super nice in Dubai in December and
Mhm.
that's great. Well, good.
The weather in back in my city is like it's like Dubai in December, the same
Okay.
weather.
Oh
That's
man,
that's it.
Dubai in December is perfect. It's the best.
Yeah, it's super cool, super cool. Yeah.
So we played basketball together in Dubai. That's how we first met. And
Yeah.
we had a couple teams. We were really good. We won the I don't remember which Division 2 championship with the
Yes.
Hoosiers and where we it was Desert Dogs as well. Uh,
Yes, man. That was good memories. And that was a good team. It's a shame that not all of us are still here. You're over there. You were a key part of that. Like we were missing you.
oh man,
Like unfortunately, we didn't have that much luck. We played like two more tournaments, and then right now,
yeah,
yeah, we're not playing anymore. Like everybody's around. It's like got this diluted. But it was very good time over there. We
that was fun. That was I needed that because for like my first year in Dubai, I didn't know that that league existed, and then I just stumbled upon it, and then started going and met you and a bunch of guys, and that was a tight group, and good like escape. Every a couple nights a week, go play basketball,
yeah. Yeah,
and
and I believe it's not only about basketball. It's like whenever you find a group here in Dubai and you live and you have the experience. I guess it's the same for you. Like
yeah,
you're just meeting new people, so interesting, such a different backgrounds and ways of thinking. It was nice. Like if you think about that team, like how many nationalities were in that team?
yeah, oh yeah, a dozen.
Yeah,
Every
so
single person was
it's
from somewhere else. We had,
it's
yeah,
quite cool.
Venezuela, US, Peru, UK, Lebanon. There's yeah,
Yeah,
many.
yeah, it's quite
Um,
interesting.
yeah, in Dubai, yeah, like you said, we really relied on those groups too, because you're so, all the expats, you rely on those communities. So for us, it was, for me, basketball or golf, and then our church community, and they just became very close, like extended family.
Yeah.
So
It is
tell
the
me this.
closest thing that we have for his family, let's say, because majority of the people either they come with their close family or they come alone to work. So yeah,
Yeah,
you need to find those groups too.
yeah,
But
for
it's good.
sure. And your family visits often, is that right?
I majority of the time I go there because all my family is there. So yeah, they have come here, but I also want the time to visit my grandmothers, my uncles, and
Yeah.
stuff. Like all of them are there. So my sisters came last year in July. She's now staying for good. She's living here.
He's a dentist?
Yeah, she's a dentist. Yes, so she's a dentist. She did the validation of her career, and she started working. She have the papers and everything. And yeah, now
Cool.
she's joining the Dubai life as well. So yeah, now I have one more here, but yeah, still like I'll
Yeah.
try to go at least once per year.
And how do you fly back to Caracas from Dubai?
Okay, normally I always have to. There's no direct flight, right? So I normally do stop over in Madrid.
Madrid.
And from Madrid or from Paris, there's a direct flight to Caracas.
Okay.
And so I normally plan like two visits because, as you know, my have no Venezuelans were all around. So I have many good friends from childhood, either in Miami or in Madrid. So
Hmm.
what I do is I just step over, say 1 2 days, and then I continue.
Smart.
But but now they open as well from Turkey. Like you can go Dubai, Istanbul, Istanbul, Caracas. It's the fastest way actually.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
not too bad of a place to stop over.
No. And just recently, Qatar is gonna start flying. Qatar Airways is gonna start flying to Bogota and Caracas this summer.
Nice.
That will be faster. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah,
I
it's
like it.
getting better connected to that side of the world. But here is pretty good connected to everywhere. Let's say it's just,
Yeah.
of course, it's the Venezuelan thing that we don't have
Yeah.
direct flight. But other than that, it's very easy to go to
I,
everywhere, every
I
part.
miss that about Dubai. You could get anywhere in the world really quick and
Yeah.
pretty easy. So Byron, what's something that's been like a big challenge for you that's you've overcome and it's been very rewarding?
Big challenge. I believe we talk. Well, okay, let me try to find another example because one that comes always was trying to get out of Venezuela and find a
Yeah.
job somewhere else with the paperwork and stuff.
Yeah.
So that one, thankfully, worked on it with the master, and after that, my master, I got the opportunity to come here and work. And after that, I also think I always remember during COVID. Of course, like I guess everybody has a big story during COVID. Everybody lives
Hmm.
so many things. In Dubai, I believe it was actually one of the best place to be because it was very well safe and maintained,
Mhm.
and the lockdown during wasn't that long, let's say. And yeah, I believe during that period, like job was like of course, the companies were kind of unstable and stuff, and I kind of sensed it. And I passed all the 2020, like first half, applying. And funny enough, or I believe that was something that was a challenge that I had and something that I overcome. Like I managed to change jobs in July 2020, like in the middle of COVID, like nobody was going to work and stuff. And it's a very nice company that I work for at the moment. It's a German pharmaceutical. I'm still there 5 years later. 5 years later.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So that's something also another proud moment that I have, memory, recent memory. Let's say here, a big change, especially in a very difficult moment here in Dubai and everywhere else in the world.
Yeah, that's great. What's something unique about your Venezuelan culture that you're very proud of?
Hmm, I believe we are we're happy people. Let's say very social, very open to approach and establish or get a connection easily.
Yeah,
I think I think that about me. My friends tell me that about me, but I also see in other Venezuelans like we're normally happy or we want to to continue. We try to see the good side of the any situation, right? Like
yeah.
okay, okay, let's we have this or we're here together or at least we have this. Let's focus on this. So I really feel proud about that sense of yeah, we thrive, and we continue. Yeah, independent of the situation, we're there to continue to
Well,
keep moving forward.
you definitely do that yourself. That's for sure. What's some good food in Venezuela that people need to try, like a favorite dish or drink or dessert? What's something that everyone must have from Venezuela?
Okay, so I'm gonna go controversial, and because I need to clarify, of course, the arepas, and the controversial part is because some Colombians say that the arepas are from there and not from Venezuela, but the originals are from Venezuela. I must say it. That's for clear, for sure. So that's one of our main, of course, typical dishes that we have. And we did at breakfast, we did at dinner. We did it with soup. We did it mainly with everything.
Mm.
But other than that one, we also have some that is called cachapas, which is corn-based flour with cheese in the middle. It's super nice. Like
Oh,
I will write it after for you. You must try it.
that sounds good.
Yes. Those two are my favorite. I would recommend anybody for sure.
So, what's the difference between arepas and empanadas?
Basically, the shape. So, arepas, um, it's a corn flour base. It's like a circle, you'll say. How can
Yeah.
I explain it to you? And you open it and you fill it. Like it's
Wow.
like in sandwich mode, you fill it either with cheese, ham, chicken, meat, avocado, etc. And empanadas, it's a similar kind of flour, but you have it open, you put the inside either the cheese or the chicken, you close it, and either you fry it or you oven it or etc.
Yeah.
And then you have it, and it's inside already. It's not that you're feeling it afterwards. So basically, that's the difference.
Nice.
But that's one of my favorite breakfasts as well, empanadas.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. Yes. But I believe there are many South American countries that they do it, especially down south. Argentina and empanadas are way different. Like, but
Hmm.
yeah, ours are mainly the fried ones. I would say are
Yeah.
the most typical for us.
Oh man, that makes me hungry. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty
um,
sure you must find some restaurants over there that
yeah,
Venezuelan restaurants that can feel that.
for sure. Yeah, and in Las Vegas, we have a lot of good food too. So
Mm,
always can try something. So I'll look for some Venezuelan arepas.
you need to.
You've been all over the world. What's your favorite place that you've ever been?
Ah, you know, my favorite place. I like a lot Italy. I like a lot Italy. It's because Italian food has always been the back again. We're coming back to food, but Italian food has always been my favorite.
Hmm.
And I have so good memories about going around in Italy and eating here and eating there, and everything was so good. So yeah, I just think about that and it comes to me. It's not much about. Normally, I would say something on the beach, any beach destination, because I love beach and water sports. But just a memory of how good times I have had with my family going around and eating in Italy, I would say Italy, Firenze, Roma. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
How
Italy's
about you? How is it for you?
man, I don't Italy's up there for me. Um, I want to do more South America. So I've been to we really like going to Brazil and I like Bogota, but I want to go to more places too, like you mentioned, Argentina and Venezuela. But for
Wow,
me, it's hard for me to say what's my favorite, but Italy's up there for sure.
that's nice. That's nice.
Um, what's something about Venezuela that you wish more people understood? Or what's a common misconception?
Misconception about Venezuela. I think it's very linked with the whole political situation. I will say
Hmm.
something that is so difficult to explain to people what's happening to
Yeah.
us and why we have been 25 years under this.
Hmm.
Because I still believe outside it can seem like, yeah, we have elections, everything is okay. Of course, there's opposition like everywhere else, and
Yeah.
some people don't like the government. But how come the country with the biggest reserve in oil and gas they're so bad, and etc. It's something very difficult, and it's a whole. Of course, it's not a one-time conversation because it's a whole phenomenon that was developed under this socialism kind of idea that this guy brought in back in 1999.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that it's difficult to explain. But yeah, it's something that I believe like not much people really understand, like the story of what really happened to us and how we came to this
Yeah.
overall situation that ultimately it affect a lot the whole country, infrastructure, economy, etc., and had so many families, yeah, separated,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, hang in there. Hopefully it gets better and better.
Yes, 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 I really hope.
Who's been a major influence in your life and why?
Major influence in my life. Mhm. I'll say my father, both father and mother. But well, if we talk, let's say about father. Has explained you before, like it was somebody that I always saw like working hard and trying for me and my sister to be on top of whatever was new, what was the trend, and we need to try this, we need to study this. It's funny because it's so much that at some point it was too much. Like my father, I remember back in school, he wanted me to study English, to study Mandarin, to study German. He wanted to be everything, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, I understand. I came afterwards to understand him, and that's something's really inspiring. And I think I am very thankful with him because yeah, it was something that not even he didn't even have the chance, but he was trying to see what was the trend, and he wanted to give it to us,
Yeah.
to my sister and I, and make sure that we had the opportunity to live it or experience it. So that thing and that familiar responsibility is something that I appreciate and I would like to replicate when I have my family as well.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
What's something that you would tell yourself, like advice that you would give Byron 10 years ago? If you could travel back 10 years ago, what advice would you give yourself?
Go to the Middle East faster. Get to know what the Middle East. No, no, no. That's funny, but I always say like I wish I would have known about the Middle East before.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's circumstantial, right? Let's see something else that 10 years before. Uh, I would say maybe not the Middle East because you never know. Maybe it could have been another place, but I would say. that the importance of having this contact with external world, like getting out of your comfort zone. I did it. At the end, I did it, but I was, as I told you, right? I was about to go to university. I stayed more or less. I stayed for different reasons, but I stayed and I did the university there. And then I didn't go outside right ahead. I worked 4 years in Venezuela, so my advice would be to do that before, like
Mm,
go to get exposure to other parts of the world. There's not so much to learn, so much to experience, and ultimately it serves me, right? It will build me better to be more prepared for different things, either the corporate world or entrepreneurial world by founding your own company, etc. So I
yeah,
will that's what I will say.
that's fantastic advice. I think everyone should take that. Just go travel the world sooner than you
Yeah.
want. I mean, that was the best thing for our families when we moved
Hmm.
internationally. And, it's just, the world is sometimes people are stuck in a bubble.
Yeah. You don't notice, even if your country has very open relationship that you have with other countries, and you see, I don't know, you get to travel a lot every
Mhm.
Christmas or every summer to another countries. This is not the same. We are kind of in your bubble, so it's good. It's an eye opener, and yeah, it's. I know that you have had the chance of living in Australia. You live in Dubai, and yeah, to have move with your family and experience that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been great. What's something about Byron that most people don't know about? What's something funny or something that is just kind of like a something unique about you?
Wow, something funny that people don't know. I think, uh, don't really know. Let's say maybe that I like majority of my friends or close friends. They think that I'm super outspoken and super social or whatever. But to be honest, I don't know. It's by circumstances, but by myself to start this thing, I'm kind of shy, and I believe nobody will or very few people will believe me that. It's funny because every time I say, "No, you're super social, outspoken," you go and you talk. I say, I don't see myself going there and talking to strangers.
Mm.
But I don't know. Somehow they have this view from me, so I find it funny because I believe the opposite. But
Right, right, right. Well,
yeah,
you're very, I mean, I remember that on the basketball court though too. Like as we start playing though, you get more and more vocal as we get to know you. And man, that was fun.
yeah,
You and I had a good inside outside game. One of us would get doubled and we'd kick it in or out and you're like
yeah.
Kevin Garnett down there in the paint.
Yeah, I miss. I think about. I remember a lot of fast breaks.
Yeah,
It was good stuff. I
so
believe it
good.
was a killer. Yes.
Well, Byron, this has been so much fun. A couple rapid fire questions to end. Do you prefer mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
Beaches.
Yeah. I grew up and going to a lot of beach, and yeah,
Yeah.
I love beach and water sports. I prefer beach. I like a lot mountains. I do a lot of camping as well.
Did you drink yerba mate in Venezuela? Mate?
Yerba mate. No, that's Argentinians.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
typical of Argentinians. No,
So,
never tried. Never
okay.
tried.
Next time I'm in Dubai, I need to get you some. That's one thing our company sells is yerba mate.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, for
Interesting.
sure. The Argentine people, the Brazilians, that's mostly down in the south. But so
Yes.
not much in Venezuela. Hmm.
No. Nothing, not much. We don't have a real tea culture or anything
Yeah,
like that. We drink a lot of coffee. Like people in
coffee.
Venezuela
Okay.
drink a lot of coffee in the morning, like to chat, to the meetings, whatever. But small coffees. It's not like a big thing
Sure.
of coffee, but not really tea. We don't have any tea culture or mate culture
Okay,
at all.
interesting. Well,
Like matcha, any of this doesn't really exist in Venezuela.
I'll make sure to get you some next time I'm there. Hopefully I'm back in Dubai here later this year. So
Oh, for
see.
sure, man. You need to tell me before so we can arrange at least
Yeah,
few games of basketball, some
yeah,
barbecue or something.
for
So hang
sure, for
out.
sure. In closing, what's a book or a movie that you recommend to everybody goes and watches or reads?
I say, I would say because I have it fresh, because I just give it to my sister a couple of days ago. Atomic Habits, the book.
Mm, I like
I
that
like it
one.
a lot. I find it super simple, but it's super interesting, and I live it. Like I do it a lot. I believe in tiny things that you keep doing it. I believe consistency is super key,
For sure.
and I really I identify myself so much with that, and I apply it, and it works for me. So I recently gave it as a gift to my sister, so I have it fresh.
Nice.
That was it.
Okay. Well, everyone go read Atomic Habits.
Yes, yes, yes.
Love it.
It's
Well,
things that can help you a lot.
Byron, we need to do this again. This was fun. Thank you so much for your time, man.
No, man, thank you very much for inviting me. It was very fun. That's a nice way to catch up and to keep connected. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you reached out for this. Good to see
Very,
you again.
very welcome, Habibi. Yalla.
Yalla, habibi.
All right, see ya.
Bye bye.